Let's start with connecting the fans to each other. In my case, I first connected the top fan with the rear fan. This is simply to ensure that the last connector going to the motherboard is long enough. Basically, the order in which you connect the fans doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. We will have one 2-pin connector unused on the last fan. Since all 4 fans are already connected to each other, this last unused connector is plugged into the motherboard. In this step, it's hard to make a mistake since these plastic tabs guide us. A close-up view of the fan connection setup, showing an unused 2-pin connector as well as an unused connector that should already be plugged into the motherboard. Let's take a look at connecting ARGB. It's very similar to connecting fans. Each fan has 2 connectors, specifically to ARGB connectors. And again, I start by connecting the top front fan with the rear fan. It's due to the cable length that we will be plugging into motherboard. The order in which you connect, it doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. Just make sure that the last unused connector, which we will be plugging into the motherboard, is long enough. This time, one 3-pin connector will remain unused. We can move on to the last connector that we will plug into the motherboard header. In this step, it's hard to make a mistake since we have 3 slots on the connector and 3 pins on the header. Here is the RGBFusion app displayed along with the case. A very easy to use application. If you have the ARGB connected to each other and then to a single header on the motherboard, then the colors of all the fans will change automatically at the same time, as you can see. If you connect each fan to a separate header on the motherboard, or if you have an ARGB fan on the CPU, then you will be able to control the colors of each fan individually. It will also show up in the application. As you can see, there are different modes available, such as color changing, various blinking or lighting effects. You can also adjust the brightness or even turn off the ARGB completely, along with other additional settings. This cable connection to the hub should already be pre-configured when you purchase the case. So, let's start with the cable that goes from the LED button on the case. Next, we continue with the cable that we will connect to the ARGB connectors of the fans, which are already connected to each other. In next step, we continue with the SATA cable, which we will connect to the SATA connector coming from the power supply. Now, we'll connect the remaining 2 connectors from the hub. The connector from the LED button on the case is already plugged in. So, we'll take the 3-pin male connector from the hub and plug it into the 3-pin female connector left from the last unconnected fan. This step will link the hub with the other fans that are already connected to each other. In the final step, we'll connect the SATA connector from the hub to the SATA power connector coming from the power supply. This is how the connection to the hub looks, as well as the male connector from the hub plugged into the female connector from the fans. Next, we have the connection of the SATA cable to the hub, as well as the connection of the SATA connector from the hub with the SATA power connector from the power supply. That's it. Now, you can see the colors changed using the button on the case. If you have any questions or spot any mistakes, feel free to leave a comment. After all, this was my first video like this, and I'd love to learn from it. Thank you for watching, and I truly hope this video helped you.